Happy Doge Day. Today we're looking at a market bounce, hopefully on the way to a big recovery for this particular sector of altcoins. Today we're going to be talking about the news of the day, which is beyond 420 Doge Day. Shout out to you memers. We're going to be talking about Venmo adding cryptocurrency payments and trading to their app, which is a huge leap forward, adding yet another chink in the armor to the PayPal crypto empire. Today we're going to explain the Venmo news, and then we're going to talk about one particular category of coins that I believe is set up for a tremendous next few weeks and months. You guys are definitely going to want to see this one as it's packed with value front to back. If you guys are excited, go ahead, destroy that like button, and remember, each and every comment on this video is entered to win your very own hardware wallet. As always, there are scammers in the comments pretending to be me. Do not fall for it, and with that said, let's dive in. First and foremost, happy Doge Day. It's 420, and while that used to mean something very different, now in 2021, it is the year and the day of the Doge. That's right, after Doge's triumphant return and 100x gains over the last few months, the Doge movement is as real as it gets. The Doge to a dollar movement now doesn't seem too crazy, with it fluctuating between 30 and 40 cents over the last few days. This, to me, feels like Doge is going to be a multi-dollar coin here before the year is out, which, if you would have said that just last year, at the end of last year, people would have laughed you off the crypto stage. But today, it seems all too real, and the meme culture, the community push, the mainstream adoption, and connection to the Doge is something that I think just needs a little bit of recognition. I've spoken about it several times here on the channel, but I do believe that what Doge represents and the energy that Doge brings to crypto is a fantastic change of pace. It brings in new, excited people who are feeling the energy of crypto for the very first time. Maybe the sort of traditional Bitcoin and altcoin scene didn't hook them in, but something about the Doge and that cute little dogo face brought them into crypto land. I know personally my girlfriend loves Doge. She doesn't really care about too many other crypto topics that I discuss, but Doge to her is a 10 out of 10. For that reason, I think it's worth noting that what Doge is doing for the crypto ecosystem is bringing in excited new people, and I couldn't be more happy to celebrate Doge Day today on 420. On to the news of the day, we have PayPal-owned Venmo launching cryptocurrency trading. This is absolutely huge, and it shows that they're trying to compete here with Cash App, who really stole their thunder when they launched Bitcoin and crypto products. I mean, Cash App was by all means the underdog, and Venmo was the one that everyone used, but then Cash App really came up and took that crown, and it all happened around the time that they added their crypto payment side. So clearly, PayPal is looking to steal back a little bit of this excitement. And starting with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash, we know that on Tuesday, Venmo is set to be widely available within the next few weeks to Venmo's 70 million customers to be able to buy, hold, and sell crypto directly within the Venmo app. Not only that, but they're going to encourage these users to share their experiences with the Venmo feed. So this adds in a social element that we have seen be all too exciting about crypto. I mean, just talking about Doge, what made Doge so special was the social media explosion. All of the influencers in gaming and YouTube, mainstream people pumping Doge, getting behind the Doge on social media. It was all a social trend. And when you look at what makes crypto so special, it's a bunch of communities, a bunch of groups of social communities of people that make up these coins, make up these projects. And I tweeted this yesterday that communities are the driving force behind any crypto. I look at Doge. Look at Doge. There is absolutely no real use case except that it has a community and it's decentralized. And yes, people say that the big wallets have a ton of Doge. That's true of almost any project, including Bitcoin. However, the reality is that this particular movement shows just how important social communities are. And so I think the social aspect of Venmo, how everything shows up in the feed, I think they're going to be able to build on that and do something really interesting here in crypto land. We also know that over 30% of Venmo customers have already begun to purchase cryptocurrency, with 20% of those beginning during the pandemic. To me, this is exciting because Venmo's customer base is already heavily engaged with crypto, meaning that out of those 70 million users, you're looking at probably 20 million or so, rough napkin math, rough mental math here, that would indicate that we have 20 million new wallets coming into the crypto ecosystem. That is pretty exciting. And these people already are active crypto buyers, sellers, and traders. That's very important because just because you make crypto payments available to people people like you did on PayPal doesn't mean you're going to have 300 million people using crypto the next day. It just opens the possibility. Whereas if you already have 70 million people and of those 30% of them are actively crypto investors, now you have a more targeted population. So this is very, very exciting, and it should spell out another bullish spell of adoption as we're making crypto easier to get your hands on, easier to transact with, and these are all steps forward to the decentralized future. Now, of course, I know a lot of people will say PayPal and Venmo aren't decentralized, but guys, baby steps. Baby steps. We also have word that PayPal aims to support the use of crypto for everyday transactions. We know that this has been one of those heavily sought after future realities. When can I buy a cup of coffee with Bitcoin? When? And this is potentially the future that we'll be arriving at with PayPal and Venmo together, making mobile and easy low-fee payments a reality with cryptocurrency. And this, once we open up that kind of utility for these digital assets like Ethereum and Bitcoin, I believe that their value will tend to balloon. That's just my particular belief. Now on to the altcoin magic of the day. We have a tweet here from Elio Trades, that's me, and I say here, Link 2.0 is gonna melt face. I do swear a bit in this tweet. I think I was a little overexcited. I rarely do swear on social media, but what I'm saying here is based on this chart that you can see here, and this TA was done here by Crypto Michael, who's a very talented TA expert. Definitely follow out Crypto Michael here at Crypto MICHNL. You can see here on this TA that if you look at Bitcoin versus Link chart, this is Link against BTC, you can see that it's setting up here and it's really bounced off the lows, reaccumulated, and is getting ready for another bullish movement up towards its prior highs. And if it does this, this is going to be a huge growth in the Link value. And whenever that happens, whenever Link expands dramatically, it paves the way for an explosion of the Oracle coins. And it just so happens that Link tends to be a tip of the spear for DeFi in general, meaning that as I tweeted this, that this will full send all low cap oracles. Since then, we've seen an explosion in one particular low cap oracle, Teller. That's right, Teller, TRB, has jumped up about 40% on the day, and this was happening literally as I tweeted it. It went and exploded. Now, Teller is a project that we've been covering since August. Again, this is one of the lower cap oracles that has a ton of potential. And if we look at the top Oracle projects, what we can see here is if we filter by market cap, of course, Link is at the top. Then we have Band, iExec. We also have API3, which is a project that is a favorite of the channel, Dia, and Teller. And as you can see, a lot of these projects are setting up and turning a little bit bullish on the bounce. This is in a pretty bloody red day in the market. I do believe that as Chainlink picks up and up, that this will lead to a huge swell. And some of these Oracle coins, especially some of these lower cap ones, will do incredibly well. Now, I'm not super familiar with some of these newcomers like Bogged Finance. However, I will say that I am looking at OriChain and Option Room as two of the lower cap options here that might do some great gains. Though to be honest, I believe all of the oracles will stand to be very bullish once Link picks up and to the right. This is how it works. Just like Bitcoin is almost like a health reading for the altcoins sometimes. As Bitcoin is falling, sometimes the rest of the altcoin markets get hit really hard, as we saw this week. And as Bitcoin rises, the alts go parabolically to the upside. This is very much so true of Chainlink and the lower cap oracles. Chainlink is the daddy of the oracles, and all of the other oracles sit very much in its shadow. As you can see, it has a $16 billion market cap, whereas the next biggest project, Band, has not even a $500 million market cap. So that's over 32x between these two. And as you can see, coins like API3, in order for it to get to a Chainlink size, it would have to get to over 60x in growth. Now, I'm not saying that any of this will happen, especially after Chainlink 2.0 and their new white paper was published, but I just want this to be on your radar as a trend, an opportunity to see what might be coming right around the next corner of the market movement, and understand that as Chainlink balloons in value, so too will these lower cap altcoins, these lower cap oracles. Although Doge Day didn't result in a massive pump for Doge, the, I guess, Doge Dayness of it was priced in already. The reality is that there's still a huge opportunity in oracles as Chainlink looks towards a 2.0 version. This to me will spell out a great opportunity to get into some of the lower cap oracles and ride this train. We saw that the oracles back in August and July of 2020 went absolutely parabolic, and that was all on the wake of Chainlink's success. So understand that as Chainlink Chainlink grows, so too do these oracles, and they do so parabolically, kind of like lower cap altcoins do in relation to Ethereum and Bitcoin. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you got some value out of it. If you did, go ahead, destroy that like button. This is just my strategy, of course. I encourage you guys to do your own research. Obviously, always ask tough questions and never invest more than you can afford to lose. I know there's a lot of new people in the ecosystem, but understanding that these bearish turns, these bearish pullbacks offer new entries and better opportunities in the market than when everything is just printing big green numbers. These are the moments that allow for people to truly counter trade the market and get ahead. Then again, you should always understand cryptocurrency trading is risky. You need to be comfortable with your own level of risk, but my particular opinion is that the Oracle coin should stand to do very, very well over the coming weeks and months, especially as Chainlink starts to look more bullish against the BTC chart. With that said, if you guys enjoyed this, go ahead, destroy that like button. Remember, each and every comment on this video is entered to win your very own hardware wallet. If you enjoy content like this and want the absolute best information in the crypto industry, you want to know about coins before they become hot trending topics in the industry, then all you have to do is subscribe and put that bell notification on, and you'll be made aware whenever I put out new content. With that said, you can find me on Twitter at LEO Trades. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon on the next episode.